Hey guys, we're doing a new video today, and in this video we're going to replace the Sillcock on the side of the house. It's all frozen up. We can't open up the valve, so we got a whole bunch of things going on. My buddy Rob the plumber's here, and we're going to bang this job out. Can't shut the water off. We got a perfect storm. So because we couldn't shut the water off, I had to use the hose end to shut the water off. Now the hose end is broke, and to make matters even worse, there's a shut-off valve inside the house, and that's corroded too. So we're going to go down into the cellar, check this all out, and we'll show you how to replace your Sillcock. So we have going on here, there's a valve right there, and that's usually my shut-off, the outside Sillcock. But the problem is that's so corroded that if I do shut it off, it's going to end up breaking the handle, and we're not going to be able to shut it off. So in this kind of situation, we're probably going to have to shut the house down and cut the copper right there. And we'll be able to pull it out of the side of the house right there. And we're probably going to make that hole a little bit bigger so we can slide the whole thing through. Alright, so we just came back from making a Home Depot run, and they had to get a couple of 1/2-inch slip ball valves. And we'll show you how to put these in line. These are the shock bite ones, and they come with a little shock bite release tool. If you happen to lose these little tools to free them up, I've got another video, I'll throw a link in, that shows you like how to get them off without using this little tool if you happen to lose it. I got a Sillcock too, a brand-new Sillcock, and this one's a 1/2 inch. It's an old house. It's a 1/2 inch by 8 inches, and it's an Anti-Siphon one. So if you're leaving your hose in the swimming pool or something like that, it can't backfeed. This breaks the vacuum right here, and this has a slip-on end as well. So what we've got to do now is make a 3/4 inch hole going through the house to slip this in, and we've got to cut some pipe down in the basement to pull off the old Sillcock, and I'm going to get ripping on that and show you guys how it's done. Alright, so what we did is I only had one shut off on the house, and on the newer houses there's a couple of shut offs, one on each side of the meter. I didn't have one, so we had to throw a shut off in line. So now I'm able to shut off the rest of the house and get that Sillcock replaced. Alright, so right now we've got to cut this old copper out of place. So we've got to cut it on the other side of that valve so we can pull it out of the house outside. So we've got Rob the plumber here. We're tackling this. And what we'll have to do next is once we have that Sillcock pulled out and that's cut free, we'll go on the other side and cut that shut off out of there. So you're going to get a little bit of water. Make sure you have a bucket nearby. And catch the water so it doesn't go all over the place. So now we have the outer Sillcock broken free from the inside. We can make a cut on the other end of that gate valve, and we can get this out of there. And then we're going to put it all back together with like the plastic stuff. Alright, so this is almost broken free. If you're not sure how to use one of those pipe cutters, I have a video on it, so I'll throw a link in there for you. And we can get this out of the way. Just empty it into the bucket, and we can start to put everything back with these compression fittings. We picked these up from Home Depot, so you just slide those in, press them on, and now we have a shut off there. And we'll go outside, pull this old Sillcock out, and start rolling with everything else. So before we pull the Sillcock out, we have that new valve in place, so we were able to shut off the water supply to the outside. So now we can open up the main inside. You always go ahead.
Very slowly crack the valve.
Yeah, you want to go real slow when you're cracking the valve so you don't hammer the pressure inside the house and blow anything out. So just go real gently and let the system fill up. And look for any leaks. We should be good.
Okay.
It's now we can pull the old Sillcock out of the house. Just kind of wiggle it. It should pull right out for you. Throw it out on the ground. And
no good.
yeah, we can't get that hose off. I did a video on that, on why those corrode and how to fix them. So don't ever buy hoses with those kind of ends on them. Get the brass ones. Alright, let's go get that new Sillcock and get this into place. And so now we're going to make this hole a little bit bigger. And use a little hole saw like a paddle. And if you get stuck, just back it out.
Just hit me.
Alright. Okay. Alright, so now that the hole is drilled, measure the new Sillcock so you can slide it into the hole and make sure it fits flush. We might need to notch that shingle a little bit. Looks like it's kind of fitting tight. And just put some seal around it if there's like a hole that doesn't fit flush. Alright, so now we have our Sillcock to the house. We're going to get a measurement from the end of the Sillcock over to our new valve. So you can mark it with a pencil, or you can take a tape measure, or do what you need to do. You're going to want to make sure when you're cutting the plastic pipe, if you're replacing it with plastic, just make sure that the ends are flush. You can usually cut the stuff pretty easily with the utility knife. Then we can press this into place. So you should be able to just grab the outside of the Sillcock and push it in with the other hand, and it should click into place for you. And grab the other end and push that right into place.
Bingo. Now we can finish up outside.
Yep. Alright, let's go outside and do what we need to do outside. Okay, so before you slide the Sillcock back in and screw it down, make sure that you put some sealer around it. We just threw some sealer in it to seal it from the elements. And next we just need to screw this into place. So we use a couple of screws to secure this in place. And that's pretty much it. Next, just go inside, turn the valve on. If you put a valve in place like we did, make sure there's no leaks, come back out, make sure everything works, and you should be good to go. Hope you liked the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and like the video.